This is what I call Route 11. There's no particular order to my numbering. It's just when I came across it. Okay, this is quite an interesting route. Has a lot of meeting situations. And as you can see, the student coming out of the test centre here. And it's important to look both ways here. And as soon as you come out, you are going to have a T-junction. On this test route, we're going to take a right. On the road that's approaching as well, it does become very, very busy sometimes. So you're going to have a lot of meeting situations on this road. And as you'll see coming up now, you have a car coming up. And later that might have been an issue, but the student handles that quite well. And you've got a motorbike in the distance as well. Okay, this was a nice day, so you can see nicely what's coming. So stay back, give room when you can. Priority is always given, and the student makes decent progress. The junction coming is where a serious fault might occur, and it actually did on this occasion on this test. Yeah, we're coming up to a crossroad, which is kind of weird. So if you're going straight over, you have to be far to the left-hand side, as you'll see coming. Visibility can be a little bit tricky on the left-hand side, depending on where cars are parked. There was an issue here. A car was coming quite fast from the left-hand side. Student kind of missed it, saw it late. It's unfortunate. It's normally very, very good. You'll see in a second. There's a car to the left of us coming, and if the student had actually carried on, possibly could have saved that one, but it was a difficult one there. Then coming up again, you got more meeting situations in front. So you got a car parked, and you'll see the door open. Always be prepared for anything, because we don't know what's going to happen. The student does this really nicely, slows down, gives room, and we're going to take the next right. Yeah. I think they do very good observations down the road when they come in. You always treat this, or any road like this when you're coming in, treat it like two different processes. One is getting onto the road, the other one is the meeting situation. So it's important to look, as soon as you come into the road, take a good look down the road. This was a morning test, so it can be a little bit busy. 8:20 in the morning this started, so you have school children, parents dropping off children, so it can get a little bit busy on these roads, because there are schools around this area. It's heavily built up. Again, a nice right here, but if you look at this road, it's got a bend on it, and you do not know what's coming. There's a car parked to the right hand side as well, so it's important to not to rush around this bend. Stay on your side of the road, so until you can really see down the road, you can make a good judgment about how to proceed. And you see our first stop here. Looking up the road, there's still cars coming, so it's important to take your time on roads like this. Remember, the speed limit is just that. It's a limit, not a target. And you drive according to the conditions of the road. Cars parked to the right as well, which will affect cars coming at us. Making decent progress here, looking ahead. As we come down here, it does become it is a right T-junction, and we're heading towards a busy Kingstanding road. As you can see on the left as well, there's people with pushchairs, busier road ahead. Just keeping good distance from the car in front as well. It's important to take your time on any junctions like this, having good observations. That is one of the biggest reasons for failure. Junction observations, which you saw early on this very test actually. So now it's a little bit busy. It's the kind of low sun as well, which is kind of glaring. It's right in front of us, but as you can see from the left, there's a left turn right here. But we want the one at the giveaway at the end. We're going to take a left onto Kingstanding Road. And again, it's important because it's quite a busy road when you get onto that giveaway to have a good look to the right. But also, look in front. There is an area there that people can turn. And sometimes people use that to turn back onto Kingstanding Road to go the opposite direction. So have good all-around observations on this junction. Student did quite well, stayed back. There's no point in rushing in there. There's another car from the left came in, and you have this van. She gave plenty of room coming in. So, good planning on her part. And we can see a car in front. His wheels are slightly turned and you can see him coming on to us. So it's important not to just look right, but look at the junction in front as well, at the area in front, to make sure it's clear. You can see children walking as well. So it's important to look all around there. We're approaching Kingstanding Circle. I believe we're going to take the 4th exit right. Onto Rough Road. There's good observations here. It's about to go, but sees something. Holds back. This is busy at the best of times, so it's good to take your time. Good observations all the way around. Yeah, see that was it. May have seen something on the right hand side that might have delayed her. But there was a good amount of space there, could have gone. So maybe a driving fault for undue hesitation. Now the road's clear. The student staying on the right hand side. Good positioning, coming on, coming towards Rough Road. As you can see, when you get onto this road, there is a pedestrian crossing straight away and there's cars parked to the left hand side. So it's important to have a good look around, slow down, not rush onto that road. And if there is cars coming, or there is pedestrians crossing, make sure we stay back and stop if necessary. When you come out of a road or a roundabout like Kingstanding Circle, it is quite tempting to see an open road like this and basically put the gas down a little. Resist the urge. This is a 30-mile-an-hour road. There's a blind summit here, so it's better to be a bit careful, see what's coming. This can be quite a tricky corner depending on how fast you're coming, so take your time on this one. And again, you have a lot of cars parked here, a lot of meeting situations. So important to take your time, have plenty of observations, and don't take unnecessary risks. As you can see, somebody did pass us then. fact, may have been told to park behind that car to do an angle start. I wasn't on this test, so we're seeing it in real time together. Again, cars coming out the drives, plenty of observations, look ahead, plan this road, it's very important. Again, not rushing. It's a heavily populated area with plenty of vehicles and plenty of blind areas here. People parked to the left, causing us to come out. And because the student was nice and slow, saw that white vehicle in plenty of time. Come to a traffic light here. And I believe we're going left. This can get a little bit busy. It's going to be a different type of road now, as soon as you come out. Different type of road we're going on now, and if you look, they can be a little bit busy, but this left-hand lane does finish in a while, so you've got to sort of come over to the right-hand side. There's a hatched area on the left. The students did that quite well, came out, went straight into that area. Nice and open road, slightly different to what we've been looking at earlier. So on any test, you're going to have a variety of roads. And again, parking up here, I believe. And this looks more like an angle start. There's also a busier road, so it's important to have a good look around. And the second most common, I believe, move off safety is the issue for people failing. So it's important to have a good look around. Make effective observations. It doesn't just mean look around all your 6 areas. It means have a good look around, and when it's safe to do so, do come out, and only when it's safe. As you can see, busier road, faster cars approaching. They've had a little head start on you. It's important to take your time. She's seen the opportunity now. She's taken that. Few magpies flying around, your pedestrians walking across. It's good to look as far as possible. Plan your journey, because like I said earlier, long roads like this can sort of put you in a daze, so keep your guard up. Good look around. There's still the cars parked up and somebody coming out. This is rough road going towards the Tesco. Yeah. That's why it's important to look early. This person has come out. That's why it's important to slow down earlier. So as much planning as possible. Coming towards the interchange with the Beggar's Bush, I think. I believe we're going straight over on this junction. Can take its time. Keep your guard up. Make sure you look around. In that time you've stopped. maybe there was a cyclist or a motorbike or something that has come, either side of you. Maintain your observations. Head straight ahead. And I think on this route you do go left onto Darnick Road. This road coming up after the exit of the Tesco car park, it can be quite tight, especially if there's cars here. So really slow down here, take a good observation of what's coming. Student's done quite well here. Slow down, stayed on her side. That's a good turn. Again, you have cars here with potential of meeting situations. A lot of weaving around, and I believe probably do another stop here possible. It looks like it. Okay, whenever you're stopping, make sure you're not covering a drive unless they tell you to. Sometimes on your test they'll tell you, don't worry about the drives on this occasion. If you hear that, it is on this occasion, so not on every occasion. Again, always good observations before you move off. Looks like a wider road, but you do have drives on the sides. The bins are out. If anyone knows Birmingham at the moment, there is a bin strike, but they do come and collect. So the bins are out. Always assume that there's going to be bin men around. Keep your eye open. Oh, okay. We're going to do a park on the right and reverse 2-car lengths manoeuvre. This is quite a straight road, and again, the most important aspect of this, I think, or the initial most important aspect of this, is getting nicely straight against the curb that you're parking against. Again, plenty of observations on any manoeuvre. This one might seem easy, and it's easily failable if you do not make those effective observations. It is important to keep an eye out what's coming around you, especially there's drives on the right hand side, looking in that blind spot to make sure that nothing's coming in those either, and everywhere else too. Nice open road at the moment, but again, do not let your guard down. We are coming towards a very busy road. That's going to be a 40 miles an hour speed limit road. I believe we're going to take a left onto that. See a little bit of traffic, cars parked to the left, another learner in front of us. If they're on their test, I hope they pass. Again, make effective observations, looking around. If you're steering right, that right mirror, just in case somebody's trying to overtake you. Yeah, it's a busier road, can get very fast on this road. So it's not only important to get on in time, but to start building up your speed appropriate to the road that you're entering. Again, expect the worst. Somebody might be coming out the drives on the left-hand side. Nice long road. Students keeping a good gap between them and the car in front. It is a 40-mile-an-hour road. It does change to a 30-mile-an-hour road before the junction approaching. And here's those 30-mile-an-hour road signs. And remember to be at 30 or below 30 by the time you get to those signs. So it's not changing after it, it's when you get up to it, by that time you should be doing the speed limit. A bit of traffic here at this junction, and I think we're going to go right on the traffic lights. This can be a bit tricky, but it does have a green arrow pointing right as well on this. Sometimes it's active, so have a good look. It's a bit busy, still green for us. Okay. It looks like we have a green arrow for us. Fantastic. So watch out for that. Taking up a good, decent position. Start to pick up speed. And that again is a 40-mile-an-hour road. Because you've come from a 40 which turned to a 30 before the traffic lights. And as you turn here, it is a 40-mile-an-hour road. Good amount of gap between the student and the car in front. But you don't go too slow and have an issue with progress. This is a 40-mile-an-hour road up until there's a roundabout that comes at the end, just after the Toby Carvery. You do have a left turn here, but I think you're going straight over. Maintain a decent speed. There's somebody came in front of us there, so always expect the unexpected. I think we're going to be going left on the roundabout first exit. There's a sign which says 30-mile-an-hour road coming. That normally means every junction, every exit from this roundabout is a 30, unless you're told otherwise. And I think we're going left. And it's easily missable because of these bushes on the left hand side. As soon as you come here, there's a 40 sign right there in the top left. So this becomes a 40-mile-an-hour road. Those speed signs on the left hand side are for the roads to the left of that, not for the road we're on at the moment. This continues to be a 40-mile-an-hour road, and you can see this repeater sign right here. Approaching a roundabout, and I believe we're going to go across the roundabout, second exit. And again, important to stay on the left hand side if we're going anywhere 12 o'clock or before. Again, plenty of observations before we enter. Still a 40-mile-an-hour road. I can't see the speed here at the moment. what the student's doing. Seems reasonable, but if it's an open road and you can make progress, you should make progress. The car entering from the left-hand side junction. Anti-steered wheel back. That's a good approach. Slightly slow down for those traffic lights coming as well. There is a roundabout approaching, which can be a little difficult depending on which direction you're going in. I think we're going to take the second exit left, and then there's 4 lanes. And if you're taking the left, whether it's first exit or the second exit, we are going to maintain our position on the left-hand side. You'll see a sign on the left-hand side, which is left lanes going left, 2 middle lanes going straight over, and the right lane going right. We're going to maintain this position, and I believe we're taking the second exit on the left, which means stay on that left-hand side. It's important not to indicate on this one, otherwise you'll be telling people you're going first exit left, and I believe we're taking the second exit left. Can be a bit busy in the mornings. That's why it's important to practice at different times of the day. Sometimes busy times, sometimes quieter times. If you're trying to understand something, maybe it's better to go at a quieter time. Just to understand the roundabout, maybe have a good look at it, see what issues might come up, and then later on tackle it again when it's a busier time. So it gives you a variety of experience on the road. Good. Students maintaining a position on the left-hand side. I think we're taking the second exit left. Like I said, no indicating here, but good look to the right. Observations all the way around as well sometimes. This one can be a bit tricky. But it does look a little busy. Came over to the right. I believe there's a car parked on the left-hand side. We're just going to pull out everybody anyway. There's a traffic light approaching, and I think we're going to go right on that traffic light. At this traffic light control junction, there is an arrow on the floor in the direction you're going in. Make sure you stick to the arrow that's going in your direction. And I think there's another one on the opposite side which is going left, but we're going right. It's important not to come in the way of anybody that's going in the opposite direction. And if you do end up on the other side, that would be a serious fault for response to road signs. You can see the traffic light now. This junction can get a little busy. You see the arrow on the floor there, which this car in front has taken. Good stopping there. That vehicle was coming a little fast. May not have made that, but now there's plenty of opportunity. And I believe we're going straight up. Again, at the end of this one, there's a few cars parked on the left, and there's always meeting situations. Here you can see a car, oncoming car, nicely slowed down to give the other vehicle room. Bumps on this road. Don't rush it. Be kind to your suspension. There's a mini roundabout approaching. And I think we're going to go left first exit on that mini roundabout. And it's important to look ahead. There's nothing to the right, but there is a road ahead. It's important to watch those vehicles, that white vehicle just going in that direction. If they're coming that way, they do have priority because they are on your right-hand side. So be very careful on this roundabout. Have a good look down. But the good thing is you can see what's coming. Coming back towards the test centre now. Again, potentials for meeting situations. Some hazards on the right. We're coming back towards a junction that we had an issue in serious fault on right at the beginning. There have been no other serious faults on this one, just the one serious fault. So it is unfortunate we didn't get the result we wanted on this occasion. But I believe the rest of driving wasn't too bad. I think about 6 driver faults on this one. A few mirrors and parking positioning, I think. Again, good look around. She's got good position there, coming up on this road here. This is back to Birdbrook Road. Back towards the test centre. Again, don't let your guard down. The test is not over until the engine is off. Again, it looks a bit busy. I'm glad they didn't rush this, taking their time. Another vehicle approaching. slow down and coming back into the test centre. Again, when you're in the test centre, don't let your guard down. See, there's vehicles still here, people coming back from test, and people about to start their test. Most likely going to park up on this left-hand side then. And that's the end of that test route. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't get the result we wanted, but I hope it helps. This wasn't a complete walkthrough, it was just highlighting certain issues that you might come across on this test route, and I hope it helps. Thank you.